Collingwood Council has passed a budget that CAO Kim Wingrove said came in as close to a 0% increase as humanly possible. Deputy Mayor Rick Lloyd said the 2011 budget represents fiscal restraint by the town. Lloyd is pleased that the Deputy Mayor has been reinserted as chair of the Budget Committee, pointing out that the process worked well.
For a number of years, up until last council, the Deputy Mayor was always the chair of the Budget Committee, and they've reverted back to that. I was the chair of the Budget Committee this term of council, or that's what the plan is. The Mayor, under her leadership, she's done an incredible job of pulling all the council together to work as one body, and it's just amazing. We all have our own little quirks and different attitudes and different opinions of things, but in the end, it all works in a democratic process. And I'll tell you, the budget was just a pleasure to work through. It was totally open to the public. In fact, we even went to the degree of inviting the public to one Saturday morning session so that they could put their opinions and ideas to us.
Lloyd said cutting $2 million from the initial budget draft was difficult, but thanks to hard work by town staff, it was doable.
I'm really pleased that we're able to get it down to zero. That was quite a challenge, taking it from $25 million to $23 million, and it was quite a challenge for staff, and we basically asked staff to sharpen their pencils, roll their sleeves up, and really dig in and help us. And we sent the budget back, I think, 4 times until we finally got it down to zero. And it's a great tribute to what the staff really were doing to help us throughout this process.
Lloyd said cutting was necessary in the area of leisure services, even though at least 2 properties were identified as needing immediate financial help. Contact
Centre's prime example. It's not so much the staff. Council over the years have cut funding and pulled back funding and changed their direction. One of the concerns is the little brick building on the side of the grain elevator. And with that, they needed $50,000 to do immediate repairs just for safety issues. And we had to take a step back and wonder, is that what we really want to do as a council? Should we be in that kind of business? Is it important to the community to have the sailing school and those kinds of things? And in the end, we're able to take a look at it. We're able to cut approximately $25,000 out of that $50,000 budget and still achieve what we need to.
The elimination of the town's participation in the Collingwood to Barrie rail line provides substantial savings.
When we were dealing with the budget, we tried to cut things in the operation that would have long-term effects that would keep the budget low. For instance, one of the things was the rail line. By cutting the contract that we have with the user for the train, that's cutting approximately $425,000 out of the budget over the course of this year and next. This year we can only put in our budget about $125,000 because by the time we get out of the contract with a 6-month notice, there's only about 3.5–4 months left. But next year, we will have the full $425,000 that will affect next year's budget. So it should have long-term ramifications that will keep the budget down and keep our operation down.
Deputy Mayor Lloyd says council is paying close attention to ways to keep spending under control throughout its term of office, saying planning will soon start for future budgets with a goal of keeping tax increases to an absolute minimum, thanks to ongoing fiscal restraint by the community.